Hello and welcome to another podcast by myself, The Foul Word. And you join me on this Thursday evening. I was planned to do this all week, and finally I've got around to it. So, how have you all been? How is everything keeping? Obviously, big election day here in the UK, currently in London. Don't really know how it's going. It's Theresa May for the Conservatives, and Jeremy Corbyn for Labour, who are head to head really. In football terms, you'd look at it like, I don't know, it's a weird one. Politicians, they're just a weird bunch of people, really, aren't they? Because they're like really fucking awkward. They're like, these are the people you want to put in your country. This fucking, just their funky, weird ass awkwardness. Like Theresa May, like, fair play to her, like being up there and all that, but they're just fucking weird. This is just, I'm just saying it as it is. I think that, I'm going to a bar, I'm going to the pub, whatever you want to call it, and I walk in and there's 7 Theresa Mays and a few Jeremy Corbyns. I'm not going to stay around for long. I don't think there's going to be much of a party. I think Jeremy Corbyn kind of gets it a bit more. He also is an Arsenal fan, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know much about politics. It's not my field of desire to learn about either. But saying that is quite a big thing that's happening today, and I'm not just some schmuck. I do keep up with relative news. I don't just constantly go on Sky Sports News and just refresh that shit. Like I do, there is life. I obviously know that, other shit annoys me as well. A lot of other shit, which I might, I'm considering of just talking about all the shit that annoys me, because there's a lot of topics to be brought up. But this is a football podcast, so I'm going to talk about the football. I'll begin right now. When the last time, it was Friday night, I put out my last podcast almost a week ago, and of course, football has happened. The Champions League final commenced, and yeah, it did happen, and Real Madrid won it 4-1 convincingly in the end. And I was watching the game with my granddad, and yeah, first half I was surprised. I was it was 1-1. Juve were quite dominant in a lot of ways. Ronaldo got his first, got the goal, and then absolutely unbelievable finish from Mandzukic. Just fucking one of the best goals in a Champions League final ever. But it's kind of weirdly forgotten about. I don't know. I'm just, what I'm saying. Like, let's say Messi or Ronaldo score that goal, that's the greatest goal in Champions League football history, maybe. But they, came out in that second half, and it didn't, I don't know, they put something weird in their fucking coffee in the second, at halftime, Juve boys. And, Ronaldo killed Buffon's dreams and got his second goal, and Real Madrid won that 4-1. That's the second, I made history of that win. Second time, a team has won Champions League back-to-back. Fuck me. They are a good team. And it's scary to think that they will, they could go a next level. Zidane's won 2 Champions Leagues in his managerial career, which began, a few years back, starting at Real Madrid B. Now he's fucking 2 Champions Leagues in, a La Liga. They're a scary opposition. You would not want to face them. And Ronaldo is Ronaldo. What do you say about him? 2 goals in the Champions League final. It's like 600 career goals he scored also. Got his haircut after it. He can do what the fuck he wants. The haircut, I'm going to be honest with you, it looks fucking ridiculous. I don't have a clue what's going on with the haircut. I have no idea. I looked at it and it looks like a really short afro. I mean, like, really short. It looks like something like Pepe, the centre back, would get. Like, it's weird looking at it. It's just a fucking weird haircut. He looks like a black man, like a black dude's like hair, like really short afro hair on Ronaldo. It kind of makes his head look a bit weird as well. I don't know, bit weird. He promised that he'd get it done, but I wonder, does he kind of regret it? I just think he looks weird. But hey, he won 2 Champions League. He's won 4 Champions Leagues. He's not going to listen to me with my fucking opinion. My thing is, here, I'll get to it. Haircut sucks. Great player. Alright? That's it. Plain and simple. And the hair will grow back. Kepe. Cool. I'm cool with that. So, that was the Champions League final. Juventus, heartbroken again. Buffon, heartbroken again. But, he said that he has one more try to win that one trophy that's eluded that career of his. And, yeah, I thought that was, I was very, very optimistic for him during halftime. I thought Juventus playing alright, not doing too bad. But then, big deflection on that second goal, Casemiro. That killed it. I mean, 2 minutes later, Ronaldo got his one. And, the fourth one, once that went in, it was just like, oh unlucky, kind of, you didn't really want that fourth goal because it made it look a little bit worse than it actually was. It was definitely one of them ones where you'd say, well, it was a game of 2 halves. It was a game of 2 halves, and in that fucking weird way, it was just like Juventus came out first half really good, 1-1 at half time against Real Madrid. You're thinking, alright, let's build on this. And Real Madrid just went, sorry lads, we're actually going to start playing now. And that's how it ended. So that's what was that, like 3 Champions Leagues in 4 years for Real Madrid as well. That's fucking crazy. That's fucking nuts. 3 Champions League. And when I said that there, because I kind of just do these sometimes spontaneously, I just kind of go into it. I'm just talking. I mean, I'm talking to myself. That's the funny thing. I'm just here blabbing about because I need to let some shit out. But 3 Champions Leagues in 4 years. That's crazy. That is pretty nuts. Like, I've kind of had to pause because I'm kind of thinking, is that correct? I'm gonna admit, but I know they've definitely won it a lot, like in the last 5 years. So yeah, because they beat Atletico 2 times and then they beat Juventus. So that's right. That's fucking crazy. That is nuts. And Gareth Bale in his hometown. I mean, I'm gonna just talk about this briefly, mate. I don't know how long I'm gonna take. It's just the shit annoys me. Shit like this annoys me. Okay, it's the Champions League final. Okay, I get it. And it was like, oh, Gareth Bale back home in his hometown, all that shit, and showing it all the build up. Like, oh, how much of an impact will Gareth Bale? He's not even playing. He's not even starting. He's not starting the game. And he came on. He's won a medal. But of course, at the end of the game, don't just let him, because they build up all that shit about talking about it, like, oh, Gareth Bale back home, what an impact and what a player. And then when they interview him, like, oh, how does it feel to win Gareth back home? And he's like, yeah, no, it's really good, yeah, all the boys deserve it. And then they always talk about the speculation of his future. Oh yeah, because he's gonna just say, I'm fucking off next week. Yeah, I've had enough with this shit. Didn't get played in my hometown. Didn't even get to start. Cheers, Zizou, you prick, you bald one. No, That just shit like that annoys me. Can they not just go up to him after the game? You know, it was the same when Wenger won the FA Cup. You know, so what you gonna do? You gonna tell us what's happening in your future? Or they go up to the players like, oh, well done on the game, but how do you feel about Wenger? It's like, really, fucking how did you get this job? How did you get this job? I've just won the FA Cup. Like, Aaron Ramsey's he's headed in to win against Chelsea, and you know they go and ask, so what do you think of that? What do you think of your current manager and probably manager for 2 years? Do you like him? Oh my fucking god! Like, really? You fucking fucks! I don't know. You know, if I was going up to him, I'd be like, hey, well done. That'll be it. I'd just go, well done. And I'd fucking go on to the next person and say, well done. I know it's not great TV, people, but at least it's honesty. I wouldn't go up and bullshit. I wouldn't go up and just bullshit my way through it. Shit like that just fucking annoys me. It really, yeah. Fucking stupid shit. Stupid journalism, I guess it is, or fucking punchetry or all that jazz. Yeah, fucking hell. So, apart from that, that was the last bit of football. You know, club football anyway, but there's just internationals, kind of World Cup qualifiers coming up soon. But you know, this next segment I'm going to talk about is transfers, because there's been a few things happening. Obviously on the side of the red side of North London, of Arsenal, of course, we've signed our first player, left back. Now you're gonna have to forgive me, because this is gonna be an embarrassing attempt. I mean, I was looking up how to even say his name just before I start recording this. Like, I mean, this is Kola Sinak. I'm gonna give it that. Saeed Kola Sinak. I feel like that's alright. I think that was okay. That might have been alright. And he came from Shackle. We, had previous connections with, our players already. Ozil's played for them. Jens Lehmann used to play for Shackle. And he's a left back. Was involved with the team of the season of Germany. Just the season has gone past. And he, looks quite good. Strong Bosnian. He's called a Bosnian Hulk or something. I've been watching videos on it. You know what? People giving shit already. People giving shit because he's a free transfer. I know you look at previous things of us getting free transfers. One pops up to my head straight away is Shamak. And he didn't schmack many bitches up with that. He had a really good record at Bordeaux, and when you think about it, it's just like, oh fuck, Schmack was an Arsenal player. But you have to give this guy some time. We've been I think this has been talked about for like the last month and a bit anyway, of him signing, and so Arsenal got their first signing, and he's a left back. Can play wing back, which is probably where I can see him the most in the 3-4-3 kind of situation, or what we're doing, 3-4-3 or 2-1, kind of, playing a wing back, running down the left flank. And he looks good. He looks big, and you just have to wait, can't you? You just have to wait and see what happens. You know what I mean? It's not even July yet. No, like, they can confirm that players have, signed, if you get me, but they're not officially players until July the 1st, what I'm reading, anyway. And I'll just stick with Arsenal, because rumours are going about with Mbappe. Seen a picture of Gazidis and Wenger in Nice. Of course, that added speculation to, are they going to get Mbappe? Are they going to sign Mbappe? And reports coming out that Arsenal are meant to be offering, I don't know if it was pounds or euros, like, you'd have to forgive me for that, but 130 million or something. It was definitely around that region. I don't know how official it is, but it's pretty big. I mean, 130 million pound. That's a larger bid than Real Madrid. So it's all down to the player. I've heard, I've been reading reports, and you see all the different stories that come out. It all depends on, does he want to come to Arsenal? I mean, he's at Monaco now. They've just won Liga, and in the Champions League, they got into the semi-finals last season. He's the star man there. I mean, I don't know. Wenger might be able to persuade him. That's the thing. Everyone that's worked with Wenger, all the Cesc Fabregas and maybe not Robin van Persie. I'll use Cesc Fabregas as a. Don't want to say Robin van Persie. I really can't remember, but that type of influence from Wenger to them players is like they see him as a second father of some sort. You know what I mean? And maybe he'll be able to work his magic on getting Mbappe, but we'll just have to wait and see what happens. It's all speculation at the moment. More speculation about getting James Rodriguez from Real Madrid. That's a big one. I don't know how. I can't see that happening, just because probably United will go in for him, and they're going for Morata, and they're both Real Madrid. So look, it's just all speculation. It's all, you don't really know what the fuck. Until it's confirmed. That's why I'm like, all right, cool. You know what I mean? I'm like, that's it. No, it's official. I've seen it. Once the fuck they put that when they put cringy videos like Arsenal did for that new signing, and he's there kicking the ball, and it's like welcome, #welcome whoever we sign, and you're just like, oh, I'm always like kind of wincing, kind of like, oh, you can kind of hear it in my voice, like, oh, I'm kind of smiling because I'm like, oh, Arsenal signed the player, but I'm kind of like, oh, because they're not great actors, football players. They're professional footballers. They're not professional actors, and you can tell that. Like, I would recommend it to you. I'll probably link in the description below the video of the new signing from Arsenal. And it just makes me laugh. Just he's signing a jersey, and it's slow motion. He looks up, and it's like he sticks his thumb out. He's giving a thumbs up, and it goes for too long, and he can't hold a smile, and he's like, oh fuck, I don't even like this anymore. And it's just, I think it's funny every time that they have to do them videos, and it's like #welcome, fucking whoever, fucking Dick and Dom. Yeah, I don't know, I just think it's funny. That's just me. Like, I just watched them before I literally started recording this, and I was watching it and just went, oh God, Jesus. It's just, I mean, the thing is, apart from the Pogba thing, but that was literally everywhere. I haven't seen any other clubs kind of thing. Well, I suppose I kind of do see them, but obviously the Arsenal will stick out in mind. You know what I mean? They have to do this now. They have to have a video of welcome and put it on all the social medias so all the fans can see. Yeah. I just think it's funny. I don't know. I just think it is. And so I'll just give you some brief news on what I think. Some shit's happened. Obviously, it's all transfers and rumours and what's down the market and all that. So it's the big news that was coming out was getting Van Dijk from Southampton. He was either going to go to like City, Chelsea, Man City, Chelsea or Liverpool, and 60 million beans for that for Van Dijk. That's nuts, guys. I think that's mental. Okay, I know Arsenal are going out and pretending, or maybe bidding 130 million. It's just nuts. When you do think, when you kind of like go, oh shit, hang on a second. 60 million for Van Dijk? This guy, what the fuck? 60 million? You fucking shitting me. I just think it's nuts. It's mental. But they deem him that, and whoever wants to get him will have to pay 60 million, it seems. And the last few days, like Tuesday and Wednesday, speculation at Liverpool, or Van Dijk came out and said, I only want to play for Liverpool. I only want to play for them. I want to play for Klopp's men. But yesterday, Wednesday evening, it came out that Liverpool released a statement saying, this is bullshit. We've never even looked at the player. We don't even know who he is. Who is this? Who's this Van Dijk? We're happy with Lucas Leiva. We'll play him at centre back. That'll do us. We've got Alberto Romano. He's alright. He'll play at left back. And you got all your Liverpool fans on Twitter and all that thinking they signed him because he said that. And it's just like, oh fuck. Yeah. Jesus. So we don't know where Van Dijk will be. He probably will leave Southampton. I mean, if you said to Southampton, listen, I don't know how much. I'm gonna say this, that Southampton definitely did not pay 40 million for Van Dijk. I'm just gonna say that they definitely did not pay 40 million for Van Dijk. Okay, so they're making money. They're gonna make money. So if someone comes in from one of them 3 teams and went, we've got 60 million on that table, we want Van Dijk. Southampton will literally, before they even said that, they probably signed it. It's like they've done a magic trick, paper in, 60 million, bang. I would take it. Don't get me wrong, Van Dijk's good, but 60 million's nuts. It's fucking crazy. I'm looking at the headlines on Sky Sports News here, and the breaking news that's going across tonight, Thursday evening. It's Craig Shakespeare signs 3-year deal at Leicester. I wonder how Ranieri feels about that. That must be a bit shitty. That must be very shitty. Yeah. Talks today. I woke up to seeing that Costa's meant to be leaving Chelsea, and the prime favourites are AC Milan. I think they got a big influx of money lately from somewhere, and the rumours, the headline here says AC Milan in talks to sign Chelsea striker Diego Costa. So that's a big one. I don't know how much they'd. I wonder how much they'd. Pay Chelsea for him. That'd be a funny one, because I mean, he was meant to go like to China in January, and yeah, that would be, I don't know. I don't really get going to China. Also, you have to pay respects to the terrible news to Czech Teode, who died sadly, only 30 years old, and said to be a heart attack at his at the training session. So that's terrible news. And that's just, you do not want to hear that kind of news. I know it probably happens every day. Someone tragically dies, but when you see them in the public figure and it comes out, it hits you a little bit harder, I suppose. So respects to his family, and sad loss. But going to, or just saying about China, Diego Costa, if he went to China, just why would you want to go? I don't even know. It doesn't make any sense. I just think he's just probably he is a big prick. Obviously, it's fucking Diego Costa, but he's probably, how do you say this? He's just that type. He just looks like a dude, like a fucking. there's a picture of him biting his winner's medal. And he just does it, and there's other clips of him. He just really is a fucking... he's annoying. Really annoying looking. I don't know. He's just a very big prick. I can imagine him just being a fucking prick all the time. I can't imagine him ever just... you always feel like he's acting. I'm just like, oh, fuck off. If you're at a party, and you're like, oh, fucking having a good time, it's quite good. Drinks are flowing. People are, having a good time. Dale Costa will just kick the door and go, I'm fucking here. Party. Did someone invite me? And everyone's like, no one fucking invited this prick out. And you're like, Bill. He's Bill's fucking running it. Bill. Bring him into the corner. Why the fuck what's he doing here? What is fucking Diego Costa doing here? And Bill he's like, look, I work with him in the office. And I let it slip. I just let it slip. I just said we're having a few drinks. And, that was it. Sure, once he heard a few drinks, he was here. And then the rest of the night, it's just, Costa chatting up to the girls. And none of them really want him. But apart from one. And it's just like, oh, fuck. But she was twisted. And you're just like, fuck's sakes, here we go. And you're, ruins the night. So, yeah, that's what I think of Diego Costa anyway. So, he could be he's probably out of Chelsea's books maybe sometime during the summer transfer window. What else am I looking at? There's a topic here, Ibrahimovic deal unlikely. Who knows? Who really knows what could be there? Yeah, I think that's kind of there's other talks, there's other things that's happened. I'm trying to look and scan through. Mahrez is on the radar of some clubs. Maybe Arsenal maybe go for him. That was what Wenger was saying. Yeah, look, it's transfer. There's loads of transfers. There's loads of different things. I've currently just seen that Arseblog, great site for all Arsenal fans. I'm sure other fans do it, but it says the headline here is Alexis. My agent will discuss my future at Arsenal. And all I say to that agent who's going to discuss his future of Arsenal is please let him stay at Arsenal. Just please. Obviously, his contract's running up next year. So it's a really weird... It's same with Ozil's. I don't know. I feel like Ozil will sign a year extension or how many years extension, but it's obviously about the pay. I don't know about Sanchez. I don't see Arsenal it'd be weird if we held on to him for the year, he didn't sign the contract and he just went on a free. He just went, he just flew out the door. That was it. So if a big bid came in, for, I don't know, this is what I mean though. If you're talking about Van Dijk is 60 million. How much is Alexis Sanchez? If Mbappe's worth... the thing about Mbappe, though, I'm just going to throw it out, is it's not like... I don't think it'd be one of them things would be 130 million, there you go. I think they do it in installments. That kind of if he does this, he wins that. We give you this, we give you that. Kind of the situation that was with Martial at United. They're still paying it off. I'm pretty sure they're doing they pay off little supplements every time. So how much is, that's my question. How much is Alexis Sanchez? I don't know. If an offer of 40 million came up, you're kind of like, well, that's big money. That is huge money. And it'd be a profit, obviously, of what we bought him for. But is he really, he's gotta be the guts of 60 million. If Van Dijk is 60 million, Alexis Sanchez surely has to be 60 million. I know his wages are probably something in the region of what he's looking for, probably touching the 250,000. So maybe you kind of counteract it with that. But I don't know. It's a bit weird, all that money schmuck. So yeah, that's the way it is. Who knows what's gonna happen next? What is it, June now? July, August? Yeah, 2 months really in a bit. From for what I think is that, as an Arsenal fan, again, I'll just say it from here because that's who I support, is that they need to, for definitely this season, they've got one signing down. But I've seen this happen before. I think the same thing happened last year. Get an early signing in, get two maybe, and lose the first game of the season, and it's all shits on the wall. And I think a lot of teams really want to do this quick and get the business done. But getting the business done seems to be difficult. United want Griezmann, but don't know if they're gonna get him because he seems committed with Atletico. They're probably going for James Rodriguez and Morata. It seemed to be that a bid was rejected from Real Madrid for Morata. I think they're going to go for Nainggolan from Roma. So that's, United have got certain targets. They'll probably keep De Gea. Liverpool trying to get Salah from Roma. Add to the pace. So, teams really, I think they really need to get their squad properly set up before everything kicks off properly. So that's how that's how I feel. That's how I feel. Okay, that's how I feel about this situation. So I've rambled over for we're touching 32 minutes. Wow, just talking and rambling. Yes, we are. But I will leave it, and look, I'll be back again someday when something interests me, or something in football makes me go, wow. Yeah, if something really makes me kind of go, Jesus, yeah, alright, I'll say something about that. I will be back soon, but if I've got things to do. I've got things to do. I've got you got things and shit to do. So I will be back. I could be back again next week. But look, that's the way it's gonna be. So apart from that, have a great weekend or enjoy. Hope you enjoyed this podcast, and obviously I'll leave my social medias down at the bottom, so you can follow me on Facebook and Instagram or whatever you want to do. And hopefully you enjoy this podcast, and I will be back again very soon. So apart from that, have a great rest of the week until I'm back again. Cheers for listening, and bye bye.